character,
So hang on a second,
desire,
hang on.
heart.
So Garella, are you saying the better team didn't advance to the Champions League final?
When we're talking about football, talking about the ball here, this ball on the ground, football, pure football. One team is in a different stratosphere. The game, the result doesn't reflect only football. We understand that. We understand that. Inter scored.
No, I'm not going with that. I'm not going with that. No.
But I'll tell you something.
No.
Hold on. Let me ask you one question then.
Go on.
Inter beat them or Barcelona beat themselves?
Well, you could look at it both ways, but for me, football.
I know the answer.
Didn't Inter defend them well?
Inter defended
well. Defend them well, conceded 6 goals in 2 legs.
Football is more than though, right? Poppy, football is more than just pass there. Oh yes, look, let's do this. As you like to say, bing bong bosh.
That's not what they did.
No, Inter showed heart and resilience. Even when Barcelona come back into it, and Inter was suffering. That's part of football.
Come on, Mike Garella. Barcelona's in another stratosphere. Come on. Do you know how hard it is to get to the Champions League semifinal? Some people, they never even get there. Some of the best footballers, some of the best teams ever, to get to the Champions League semifinal. In Barcelona's in another stratosphere. I could understand, not that this would ever happen, but if some Mickey Mouse MLS team happened to make it, then I can understand your comment. But Inter, this is a team, they made it to the Champions League final 2 years ago. They got a phenomenal players at every position. They got one of the best coaches in the world. How do we know, as consumers of this information, these games, how do we know what Inzaghi says to his team? The tactics. Well, you don't know. Maybe he's going. He say, hey, let's sit back, absorb the pressure from Barcelona. We hit them on the counterattack. Let them go running around like a bunch of chooches. And to say they're in a different stratosphere, and basically, I don't agree with that, man. I'm a little disappointed you're talking like that, but Barcelona's a very good team, but Inter's a world-class team as well. And, I think, sometimes, well, a lot of times, especially in America, you got these people that they think football has got to be played a certain way. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is who progresses. That's what matters. Nobody remembers 3rd place or 4th place or 2nd place. Inter got the job done. They played, though not great defense, played a little bit better defense. They were efficient, and they got the job done. That's it.
The truth.
I do feel it's a little extra negative. Go ahead. I want to hear what you have to say.
I have this. Watch the goals that Barcelona scored, and then watch the goals that Inter scored. I'm not saying that Inter don't deserve to be in the final. I'm not saying that Inter are not fantastic. You don't make the Champions League final if you're not fantastic at certain things. They were very clever in their approach, and they were very efficient. But watch the goals that Inter scored. They win the ball in the midfield on the first goal. 2 passes, they score. Barcelona had to make a magic, unbelievable goals. You could pick any of the 6 goals and say, wow, amazing, entertaining. We said it ourselves. Oh, yeah. Entertaining, it's amazing. Yamal. Oh, Rafinha, gold ball. It's amazing. Inter with 1 ball. They win 1 ball, boom, 2 passes, goal.
So
boom,
why
throw,
isn't that
boom,
good
goal.
Football too?
But that's good football to you? Which goals did you like? Did you like the Barcelona goals, or did you like the...
Look how Real Madrid got to the Champions League final a couple of seasons ago, even the season before. Against Manchester City, they weren't the better team. They hung on.
They got slapped against Manchester
for
City.
120 minutes or whatever it was in order to progress. And maybe that's what today and this series Inter needed to do against Inter to find a way. No. I'm not saying Inter was Real Madrid.
Now we're talking about the goals that Inter scored. Yeah, go look at the goals in the first leg. They were beautiful goals. Go look at the goals in the second leg. DeMarco, the tactics they were using was to force the ball out of the midfield, and they stole it, and they had a goal. The penalty kick, that was a penalty kick. The guy kicked his foot. And Acerbi, at the end, he scored a goal. And then Fratesi, beautiful. Nice pass from Taremi. This is so crazy, man. Like now in this country, we're at a point, like I watch Italian media, And they don't talk like this. Now we're at a point, oh yeah, basically saying that the goals, now you get style points. This is crazy. Listen, the bottom line is this, man. Inzaghi the whole season. I know tu sei italiano, you've been watching the Serie A, you've been watching the whole season in the Champions League. Inzaghi's been rotating his squad the whole year. He don't care how it looks. He cares about the result. I remember when he played Arsenal, they had like 7 different starters. He don't care about how it looks. He cares about the one thing, moving forward, and that's it. That's what he cares about. Nobody's going to remember how a goal looked or this and that, even though Inter did a great job on their goals as well. He's using his brain.
That's exactly how it played out today, and normally you love that. So why the difference today?
Because precisely, it's like Barcelona is like somebody you watch, and I'm zero tie to Barcelona, and we only started to follow them more so in the Champions League, obviously. And when I watch them play, how is difficult not to fall in love with the style of football of Pedri, Yamal, Rafinha. I'm not a fan of Barcelona, but when I think about football, when I think about something that makes me happy, or something about something I want to show my kids, I want to show them Barcelona play when they have the football. I want to cover their eyes when they don't have the football, because it's the stuff of nightmares. But it's like a friend that goes to work all day to make $300, and then at night he gambles it all away. That's exactly what they did on the ball. It's like some of the best football we've ever seen. It's the reason why we watch football. Well, none of us got into football, maybe except for Nigel, but none of us got into football to watch a team play with 29% possession and then grind it out. Yeah, so occasionally you have to manage moments and manage games. But we watch football for Ronaldinho, for Maradona, for Pele, for the beautiful goals that you can score, for the beautiful moments, for the dream of what football brings you.
No,
kid plays football and says, I don't want to touch the ball for
no, Garella,
more than half the game.
I disagree with that, because everyone knows.
So now on the show, I hear this guy Nico, and I think some of the other people on there, they're like, oh, Inter, they know they're inferior to Barcelona. How do you know they know that they're inferior? You think Inter is sitting in the locker room shaking, oh, we're inferior. No, they're not. I could guarantee you any money that nobody over there is shitting their pants saying, oh, we're inferior. What are we going to do? This is the Champions League freaking semifinals, man. This is the Champions League semifinals. I could guarantee you that those guys, they believe they could win the game. And they're not sitting there saying, oh, we're inferior. Oh, we're so much worse than these guys. They're amazing, this and that. They're probably sitting in the locker room like, we're going to show these young guys what experience and, in a heart of a champion is. Come on, guys. And then this comment over here with Garella saying, oh, why did I fall in love with soccer? Because I want to see Maradona. I want to see Ronaldinho. I want to see beautiful soccer. Maybe that's why you fell in love with soccer. But I could tell you that that's not the only reason why I fell in love in soccer. I fell in love in soccer because of players like Salvatore Scalacci having a passion for the game and willing to die for that shirt. I fell in love with this game because of players like Roberto Baggio scoring and basically the end of the game to tie it against Nigeria, to score against Spain in Foxborough Stadium, to score against Bulgaria, Vieri in '98. That's why I fell in love with soccer, not just to watch this tiki-taki pass the ball and get points for making a nice pass and doing this and ooh-ah, yee-ah. No. Come on, guys. I'll see you guys. Bye.